Day 3, guys. So, welcome. Today we're going to be going over Claude versus ChatGPT. I switched, and here's what I found out. I was using both of these for different reasons, of course. Over time, I found myself drifting towards one of them more and more. So today I'm going to break down exactly what each one does well, where each one falls short, and which one I ended up sticking with. Yo, I'm Bobby Yo, and I've put both of these tools through real use, thinking through problems, drafting things, building system, and here's my honest breakdown. What ChatGPT actually does well. It's really creative. It's great at generating ideas and helping bring a thought process to life. And the back and forth genuinely feels like a real conversation whenever you're doing the voice talk or voice chat. That was my go-to thing with ChatGPT. It's also great with anything involving other people. So, real and useful answers on interactions and relationship dynamics. And it was really good at remembering what we'd already talked about. So the memory was actually pretty good when it came to those kind of conversations. The talk to text and voice back and forth was very smooth and fluent. Like I said before, that is probably the best thing that I could say ChatGPT did compared to all other LLM models like Claude, Gemini. Gemini is pretty close too. But I genuinely have to give credit to it there. And then it's easy to use, and it has the bigger ecosystem of integrations and native image generation built in. So essentially it could create great images and stuff like that compared to other models. So I could ask it to come up with a picture or something that visualizes something that I wanted to think about, and it would be able to do a really good job with that. What Claude actually does well, it helps me organize my thoughts and see what's next. After breaking something down, the follow-up questions it asks actually got me to what I needed, and that was huge. I love the follow-up questions because I would be able to like, oh, okay, this is what this actually meant. If I'm like trying to understand new information, it would actually break it down and then it would tell me how to use it properly compared to other models. It was very structured and organized in how it thinks through things. So it thinks through different problems. It sharpened how I think as an engineer. It challenged me instead of just agreeing with everything that I said. That's very, very big when it comes to these models. Like some of them try to appease you so much that they'll literally ignore things that they should be paying attention to just so that you get the outcome that you wanted. And that's not very good. The writing and reasoning actually feels like it's thinking with me, not just handing me an answer. And that's another huge thing to what I was saying before with, not just agreeing with me. Those two right there is what made Claude really, really great. Where each one falls short. So both of them can over-explain relatively quickly, especially on the basic plans. Like if you're just doing the free plans, they don't necessarily give you the best output because it's treating you like everybody else. It's not specialized to you, and we went over that before. So you have to personalize your profile in order to get the best out of it, right? Both can over-explain, especially on the basic plans, but I noticed it more with ChatGPT. It would just give me this long explanation like I didn't already know. I told you all this stuff, and now you're coming back and reiterating it to me like I didn't just tell you that. It annoyed the hell out of me. Anyway, ChatGPT used to lose context mid conversation, and I would ask a follow up question for clarity, and it would go completely off track instead of continuing the thread. And that used to drive me wild. Claude used to just take off and start doing work without checking with me first. It would just build out full documents before I was able to confirm. Claude's talk to text and voice interactions are chunky. They're better than what they used to be, but it's not as smooth as ChatGPT. That I could definitely say. Which one I landed on and why? So ChatGPT's integrations are genuinely great, but I couldn't get past the yes man energy, and that just doesn't sit right with me. Like sometimes I want it to be like real and really tell me whether it's a good idea or it's a bad idea based on all of the information that is available to me. So I try to give it as much information as I could possibly think of. And then I ask it, hey, did I give you enough stuff? And ChatGPT would just go along and say, yes, you did give me this, 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 and this. Or it would be kind of like sorry to tell me no. And I didn't like that. For Claude, I asked it to do it, but it definitely give you the real raw for real. So the yes man mentality is a big part of why Claude became my daily driver. It keeps it real when I ask it to, and that's exactly what I needed. It helped me as an engineer. I've grown to love Claude Code a lot, and it fits right into how I work. Like it integrates with the platform that I use to do a lot of my development called Cursor. And it's just lovely. I love it a lot. I'm able to come up with so many different ideas using Claude Code. And I made the call early to go all in and learn one tool deeply instead of splitting all my time up. So Claude was ahead of Gemini in the coding model. Claude Code was out before Gemini's coding model. So I just simply stuck with Claude. And so with all the products that Claude created, that's the reason why Claude is my number one. In the next video, I'm going to show you the exact Claude prompt I use every single morning, the one that sets up my whole day. Until next time, guys, peace.